This thing ruined my life. Sort of. Now, if you don't know what this is a hard drive. It's a 5 terabyte, supposedly rugged hard drive, and you know what? It's done me pretty good. Until recently. Over the last couple of years, I've gone through about 4 or 5 of these to store and edit videos, about 450 videos, over 600 pieces of music, some for myself, some for other people. Something happened recently, and I think I've lost it. No, I know I've lost it all. So let me tell you a little story about how it all went wrong. COVID's lifted, I could play my saxophone again on gigs. Yeah, whoop whoop. I'd taken on a bit of work, editing music, videos, creating things for other people, and I would take my laptop and my hard drives with me pretty much wherever I went, so that it might be between a sound check and a gig, I could do some editing. You get the drift. I was playing up in Glasgow at the Glasgow Ovo Arena. Very nice. And we had a lovely tour bus on the way there. Very nice. Took my laptop. I was editing. What was I editing? I was mixing some music for a new short film called Traveller by my friend Caitlin. Check it out. That was all good. It even had plugs on the bus so I could keep on editing. That never happens. Really nice. And we did the sound check. We went out, got some food, did the gig. After the gig, I'd found that somebody had spilt Red Bull in and around my bag. It was fine. It was all working. Worked for about 2 more months until one night, and all bar one of my USB-C ports stopped. They just wouldn't pick up any signal. If they would, it was intermittent, it was dodgy. Got in touch with Apple. They said, bring it in, back it up first. No worries, all over it. Playing this dodgy game of uploading, watching the battery drain, take out my hard drive, plug in, charge it up through this one port that was working. It was quite stressful. Backed everything up. It actually said everything was there. Either the port actually wasn't transferring information and it was just the skeleton of these folders, or I don't really know. I don't really know what happened. Just as a separate question, has anybody got AppleCare Plus? I've got AppleCare Plus and I still had to pay 250 quid. Like I have no idea, genuinely no idea why I'm paying any money to them. Apple No Care Plus, am I right? Does it do anything? How does it care for you? Apple lack of care. Apple doesn't care Plus. I'm talking to you, Apple. But I still like Apple though. Just care for me more, please, Apple. 2 weeks later, new Logic board, nothing on there. Uploaded my hard drive. Go to open these projects and blank canvas, nothing. There was projects you could open, but the stems weren't there. Sometimes there was folders of stems, but nothing else. It's just bad news. It's just bad news all round. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. Now, little aside, if you're wondering what this space is, this is the same room that I'd been writing a load of my daily makes in a couple of years ago. I've been doing it up a little bit, sprucing up this bad boy for a brand new project, which I'll tell you about at the end of the video. The thing that hurt the most was losing one particular project, and that was my daily make project. In 2020, I wrote a new piece of music or created a new thing every single day, just to get that workflow going, that creative flow going. I'd write, I'd finish it, put a video to it and publish it. Not a big fan of the publishing thing, but that's for a future video. The last 100 of them never saw the light of day to other people. They were stored away for future me to have a prompt when I get stuck. Either to open up and laugh at what I used to do and think, I'm glad I don't write like that anymore, or to carry on with the project, or to just take a little bit of inspiration from, or whatever. But they're all gone. I think there was over 100 of them. And that's so many hours of work just gone. I went through the many stages of grief. Crying, punching the air a few times, crying some more. So there was just nothing I was going to be able to do about it. So I decided to look at it from a different perspective. It feels like the creative gods are trying to tell me something. Everything's kind of happening at the same time. I'm swapping doors from Logic to Ableton. So far, loving it. I'm starting this brand new project behind me. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So far, loving it. Finding a new way of backing up my things. So far, well, do you know what? It couldn't look any worse than it was. So far, looking good. And I think that's why I'm sharing this with you, because sometimes things look really, really bad. You think there's no way out, but actually you just need to reframe it. And I know it's not always possible. This is just, this is this is music and stuff. It's not. You get it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Now, this space behind me. You've waited patiently for me to tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. If you really want to know, come back tomorrow and I'll do a video all about what it is. But this project, I kind of started 5 years ago. Put it to bed. It wasn't the right time. Something told me a few months ago, it is time. It's gonna happen in this space. It's gonna involve some really great people. I'm dead excited about it. I'll give you one clue. It rhymes with peace.
Thanks, Liam.